there, sunshines! Welcome back to Dark Sunlight. Today I had the idea of making a one-page weekly spread because I realized when I was doing my daily version last week that I didn't need as much space. So I thought that we could hang out together and figure out how I'm gonna set it up and put a weekly into one page. I think what I'll start off by doing is putting a calendar in the corner here. This way I can just see where the week is and probably highlight that row. The other thing I want is to have a spot to show my events for the week and then just a running task list for the entire week. So I think I'll divide my page in half. The Scribbles That Matter notebook has these little marks right in the center. You see this, instead of a dot, there's like a little plus here. So that's really nice, you know the exact center of the page. And then on either side as well, there's a little dash instead of a dot, and so you can see where the center is. So from there, I'm just gonna mark in with a pencil just really quickly, just so I know where the center is. So I think I'll put my events over on this side and tasks on this side. What I'll do is divide this space horizontally by 7, so I have a little row for each day of the week. I think I'll just write the letter for each day. So that's good for that, and then I'll just put some little titles at the top here. So we'll do events and tasks. You could obviously write to do or whatever you want. And I guess we can add some little decorations to go with our theme. I do like to draw everything in pencil first. You absolutely do not need to do this. I've seen people just draw straight on the page with pen, and that's super cool too. I just like to pencil everything out so I know exactly how it's going to turn out, because knowing me, I'll be upset if I make a horrendous mistake. And knowing me, I'm likely to make a horrendous mistake, so you know, never hurts to put it in pencil first. As you can see, this is pretty messy. I'm just doodling it real quick. When I go over with the pen, I'll probably clean it up a bit. I want to fit one more leaf in there. Oh, see, this is why you do it in pencil first. If you like to draw and presently you're just using like a block eraser like this, that's great. They're awesome. White erasers, they erase very cleanly. But what I highly recommend is getting this, a pen eraser. It's just so good for getting in there, those little details. You don't risk sort of erasing any spot that you don't want to. So you can get in to tight little corners. Okay, let's try this again. Something like that. Okay. I'm also not sure if I actually want like a line down the middle. I think what I might do is mark it with a combo at the end. So for now, note if I have a divider, I won't bring it all the way up to the top. I'll just have it where the titles start and then probably end it here, the bottom of where my days of the week stop. This is another super handy tool. I don't know what its technical name is. It's a brush. I use it to wipe away the eraser shavings so that I'm not wiping my hand all over the page. Obviously you can, but you risk getting your oily hands on your paper, and you can also just smudge stuff. You don't want to smudge all of your artwork, so use a brush if you have one. You can literally use anything, a little paintbrush, a makeup brush, anything. I just happen to have that left over from college. So I think now I'll go in and pen everything that I want to pen, and then we'll add some color. I'll do the titles as well. I'm just gonna do block lettering. You can obviously do like nice brush lettering or whatever you want, but I really like to keep my weeklies very simple because I want to set them up and not take too much time to do it. I want to be able to use my spread right away. I'm also going to erase the letters here because I'm going to lay down some color with my Tombow marker there first and then right on top of it. So I think I'll use this dark green for that one. Oh, and I think I'll show off the week with the light green. Now when you go over your pen with the Tombow marker or any marker, Crayolas, whatever you have, it can smudge. You kind of have to do a bit of testing. The Scribbles That Matter notebook comes with a pen test page in the back, which is great for stuff like that. I just swatched my Tombows here. It's a great way to test stuff like that out before you go and do it on a spread and get upset because you wrecked it or smudged it or whatever. These pens are pretty good once they dry, but sometimes, like if you press too hard or you don't give enough time for it to dry, it'll smudge a little bit. I try not to stress about it. Over here, I'm going to erase a little bit as well and lay down that dark green color there as well. I'm leaving some of my pencil marks just so I don't lose track of where I'm gonna draw. These out of the way. I think the other thing I'll do is draw this divider line with my gray Tombow. So it's there, but it's not necessarily in your face. Now we can go and erase any leftover pencil marks. It is harder to erase pencil when it's underneath the marker. That's why I erase beforehand as much as I can. But sometimes it'll still come out. Again, it's just something you need to sort of play with. So I'm going to try and see if my white pen is going to write on top of that dark green marker. I don't know if it'll be quite enough contrast. Usually the white pen works best on a black background, but it's not too bad. The other thing I'm going to do is draw my divider lines in here as well. Trying to decide if I want divider lines at the top and bottom too, here and here. I think I do. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think to even it out, just to make the two sides feel like they match a little bit as well. Cute. So now I'll go in with my white pen over here as well. And I'm going to go back over the pen up here to see if I can get a little bit more contrast out of it. I think that works. We'll do the same down here. Now I think I'll just add some color to the leaves. Pretty happy with this. I think one last finishing touch is I will add a little bit of shadowing to the white letters, just so they stand out a little bit more. So there you have it. It's a pretty simple spread. I fit it all onto one page. I will leave this side blank for now. I don't know if I'll end up using it for something else, or maybe if I like the one-page spread, I may end up setting up next week the exact same way if this ends up working out. But that's what's great about the Bujo, right? You can just go with the flow and see what works for you and change it up if you need to. And that's it. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel for new content every week. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.